Hello everyone, my name is Mama Aminingsi. In this video, I will discuss three reading skills from the Longman book. The skill I will discuss this time are skill 1, skill 2, and skill 4 because skill 3 was already discussed in the previous video. Starting with the first skill. As you can see here, the instruction for the first skill is answering the main idea question correctly. So, in this section, we will look for the main idea of a paragraph that we read. Example, passage 1, the text for Knox, Kentucky, in the site of a U.S. Army force, but it is even more renowned for the Fort Knox Bullion Depository, the massive vault that contained the bulk of the U.S. government gold deposit, completed in 1936. The vault is housed in a two-story building constructed of granite, steel, and concrete. The vault itself is made of steel and concrete and has a door that weighs more than 20 tons. Naturally, the most up-to-date security devices available are in place at Fort Knox, and the Army was Navy provides further protection. Oke, jadi di dalam teks ini itu diceritakan bahwa Fort Knox itu adalah lokasi pos militer Amerika Serikat yang lebih dikenal Fort Knox Bullion Depository, yaitu sebuah tempat di mana di sana tuh menyimpan sebagian besar cadangan emas pemerintah Amerika Serikat. Nah, dan tempat ini itu dibangun pada tahun 1936. Berangkas ini juga itu terdiri dari 2 lantai yang materialnya itu terbuat dari granit, baja, dan beton. Berangkas ini sendiri memiliki pintu yang beratnya lebih dari 20 ton. Nah, tentu saja perangkat keamanan yang digunakan di sana itu yang paling mutakhir. Juga di sana dilengkapi dengan keamanan militer yang memberi perlindungan lebih. Question first. Which of the following does describe the topic of the passage? Option A. The city of Fort Knox, Kentucky. B. The Federal Gold Depository. C. The U.S. Army Force at Fort Knox. And D. Gold Bullion. I think the best answer this question is answer B. The Federal Gold Depository, because the passage mainly discussed Fort Knox as the location of the United States government main gold storage. It explains the function of Fort Knox as a bullion depository, then the construction and strength of the vault, then security measure protection the gold. Although the passage mentions an army force, that is not the main focus. Therefore, the best description of the topic in the Federal Gold Depository. Second question. Which of the following would be the best? Option A. The massive concrete wall. B. For no security. C. Where the United States keep its gold. And D. A visit to Kentucky. According to you, which one is correct answer this question? The best answer, option C, where The United States kept its gold because the phases explained. Then Fort Knox hold most of the U.S. gold, gold reserves. Uh, then the tile about the fault structure. Then the tile about the fault structure. Then security system in place. Other choices are to narrow Other choices are to narrow or do not fully capture the central idea of the passage. Skill 2. In this skill, you are asked to determine how the ideas from one paragraph to another are related. For your understand in the skill, let's analyze in the example text. Conflict within an organization is not always viewed as undesirable. In fact, curiously, managers have widely divergent ideas on the value that conflict can have. According to the traditional view of conflict is harmful to an organization. Managers with this traditional view of conflict see it as their role in an organization to rid the organization of any possible source of conflict. The interactional view on conflict, on the other hand, holds that conflict can serve an important functions in an organization by reduction com- reduction complacency among workers and causing positive change to occur. Managers who hold an interaction view on conflict may, may actually take steps to stimulate conflict within the organization. Inti dari teks kedua ini yaitu di mana ini itu menggambarkan pandangan dari dua sudut pandang mengenai konflik di dalam organisasi. Menurut pandangan tradisional, mereka memandang bahwa konflik sendiri itu merupakan suatu hal yang merugikan untuk organisasi. Sedangkan di sisi lain, menurut pandangan interaksionis, memandang bahwa konflik itu merupakan suatu hal penting dalam sebuah organisasi yang dapat membuat perubahan positif pada suatu organisasi. Next, the question: how is the information in the passage organized? Option A: the origin of ideas about conflict and presented. Option B: constructing view of conflict are presented. Option C: two theorists discuss the strength and weakness of their view on conflict. And D: examples of conflict within organizations are presented. I think the best answer is option B. Contrasting views of conflict are presented because the passage presents two different viewpoints. Is traditional view, conflict is harmful and should be eliminated. And interactionist view is conflict can be beneficial and should sometimes be encouraged. So, the passage compresses and contracts. There's to overseeing view and correct organisms pattern is contrasting view option B. Scale 4. The skill and I discussed this video in phase in chapter 4. You will be asked to identify the answer that does not appear in the next. Observe the example of a multi-choice question for the paper-based TOEFL test that asks you to find the one answer that is not true. Example: blood plasma is a clear, almost colorless liquid. It consists of blood from which the red and white blood cells have been removed. It is often used in transfusion because a patient generally needs the plasma portion of the blood more than the other component. Plasma differs in several important ways from whole blood. First of all, plasma can be mixed for all donors and does not have to be from the right blood group, as whole blood does. In addition, plasma can be dried and stored while whole blood cannot. Teks ini menceritakan mengenai plasma darah, di mana plasma darah ini adalah cairan bening yang hampir tidak berwarna. Plasma darah terdiri dari darah yang telah dipisahkan sel darah merah dan sel darah putihnya. Plasma darah sering digunakan dalam transfusi karena pasien umumnya lebih membutuhkan bagian plasma darah daripada komponen lainnya. Kemudian di paragraf keduanya dijelaskan bahwa plasma berbeda dari darah utuh. Beberapa hal penting. Pertama, plasma darah dapat dicampur untuk sebuah donor dan tidak harus berasal dari golongan darah yang tepat seperti halnya darah utuh. Selain itu, plasma darah dapat dikeringkan dan disimpan. The first question: all of the following are true about blood plasma except that. Option A: it is a diffuse colored liquid. Option B: blood cells have been taken out of it. Option C: fetuses are often transfused within. Option D: it is generally more important to the fetus than other parts of whole blood. Correct answer is option A. It is a diffusely colored liquid. The fetus test the plasma is a clear, almost colorless liquid. So, option A is not true. And then, second question. Which of the following is not stated about whole blood? Option A: it is different from plasma. Option B: it cannot be treated. Option C: it is impossible to keep it in storage for a long time. And option D: it is a clear, colorless liquid. Question: correct answer is option D. It is a clear, colorless liquid. Because the passage never states that whole blood is clear or colorless. It's, in fact, that description refers to plasma, not whole blood. Therefore, option D is not mentioned. That's all for this video discussion. Thanks you for watching and see you next time.